My beloved child, pause for a moment and listen closely. Do not rush past the sacred encounter. I have drawn you here intentionally, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine design. Before this day ever unfolded, before the sun rose upon your circumstances, I already knew this moment would come. I knew the exact second your weary eyes would search for comfort, the precise instant your heart will hunger for reassurance. And I prepare this word as a living reminder that I have never stopped watching over you. You have walked through seasons that left your spirit exhausted. There were days when you smiled for others while quietly breaking inside. There were nights when you stared into the darkness, wondering if anyone truly understood the depth of what you carried. You tried to stay strong. You tried to keep believing. Yet somewhere along the journey, the weight became heavier than the words you could pray. But hear me now, my child. I saw every hidden tear. I heard every silent cry that never reached human ears. Even the prayers you whisper without faith, the ones spoken through trembling breath and weary surrender, were gathered carefully before me. Nothing about your pain escaped my sight. Nothing about your journey has been meaningless. You thought the silence meant abandonment, but the silence was never empty. While you waited, I was working behind doors you could not yet see. While you questioned whether I remembered you, I was arranging circumstances, aligning moments, protecting paths, and preparing blessings that your spirit was not yet ready to carry. I was not delaying you to punish you. I was preserving you, so the weight of your future would not crush you before your season arrived. There were doors you begged me to open that would have wounded you deeply had you walked through them too early. There were relationships you cried over losing that would have drained the life from your purpose. There were opportunities that appeared beautiful on the surface, yet carried hidden sorrow beneath them. And because I love you beyond what words can measure, I protected you even when you misunderstood my silence. My child, what felt like rejection was often divine redirection. What looked like delay was sacred preparation. I was strengthening parts of your spirit that you did not even realize were weak. I was teaching you endurance, teaching you wisdom, teaching you how to trust me beyond feelings, beyond visible evidence, beyond temporary circumstances. And now heaven is shifting. Something holy is unfolding around you. The season of surviving is giving way to the season of fulfillment. The prayers you thought were forgotten are stirring again in the unseen. The dreams you buried beneath disappointment are beginning to breathe once more. I am awakening promises inside you that life tried to silence. Do not underestimate this moment. This is not ordinary encouragement. This is divine confirmation that I am still writing your story. I am not finished with you. I never was. You have asked me many times, Lord, when will things change? When will the waiting end? When will I finally see your hand move in my life? And I tell you now, the movement has already begun. Even before you can fully recognize it, heaven has started rearranging things on your behalf. Conversations are shifting. Doors are opening quietly. Hearts are being softened. Paths are being cleared. You are entering a season where things long delayed will begin to move suddenly. Not because you forced them, not because you finally became perfect, but because the appointed time has arrived. My beloved child, I know the weariness you carry. I know how tired you became of hoping. There were moments when disappointment taught you to lower your expectations just to protect your heart from more pain. You stopped dreaming boldly because you feared another heartbreak. You learned to settle for survival because abundance felt too far away. But I am calling you higher again. Do not approach this new season with the mindset of lack. Do not expect only scraps when I am prepared to feast. Do not brace yourself only for barely enough when I am releasing overflow into your life. I am not the God of scarcity. I am the God who multiplies. I am the God who restores years the locust tried to destroy. I am the God who breathes life into dry places and calls dead dreams back into existence. You have survived storms that should have broken you. You carried burdens that would have crushed many others. Yet, even in your weakness, you continued moving forward. Even when your faith was small, you kept reaching toward me. That mattered more than you realize. Heaven noticed every act of quiet endurance. I saw the mornings you got up while carrying invisible heaviness. I saw the moments you comforted others while secretly needing comfort yourself. I saw you continue, loving despite disappointment. I saw you continue giving despite exhaustion. I saw you continue believing, even if only by a fragile thread. And now, my child, I am responding. This next season will not resemble the last. The sorrow that lingered over your spirit will not define your future. The confusion that clouded your mind will not remain forever. The heaviness that followed you from season to season is beginning to break. There is healing flowing toward places inside you that no one else understands. I am restoring confidence where fear once lived. I am planting peace where anxiety tried to take root. I am rebuilding the parts of your heart that disappointment shattered. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not disqualified. You are chosen, deeply loved, and carefully guided by my hand. There were times you compared your journey to others and wondered why their lives seemed to move ahead while yours felt delayed. But you never saw the full picture. You never saw the dangers I spared you from. You never saw the hidden traps behind the opportunities you envied. You never saw the storms I quietly redirected away from your path. Trust me now when I say this. Your timeline has not been ruined. Your purpose has not expired. Your calling has not diminished. I have been weaving together details you could never fully understand. Even your setbacks have become part of the testimony I am building through your life. Even your pain has become fertile ground for future strength. Nothing has been wasted. Not the heartbreak. Not the waiting. Not the tears. Not the lonely nights. Not the unanswered questions. I can redeem every fragment of your story. And now the season is changing. You will begin to notice